At 18 months old, Catherine's daughter, Liza, was diagnosed with autism.
When she was a baby, she made eye contact, she would make noises back and forth, and then one day it was almost like a curtain sort of dropped, and she stopped making eye contact, she stopped making noises. We got very worried. At the time, it was Mimi, her older sister Emma, and Liza, so the three of them. And I was just looking for children's books, honestly, that talked about autism. Most of the books that I found, though, were very almost sad in a way. At the end of the book, you know, it was exciting and there were autism heroes and there were all of these things that made it feel a little bit better. But then by the end of the book, it always kind of ended with, and this child has autism, and this child is autistic. And there was no future behind it. It was just kind of the diagnosis was what was there.
And that's when Tiffany Epiphany was created.
Having Liza, especially having a child with autism, I noticed that she helped me think about things differently. And so I started to have these epiphanies. And I was talking to my husband one day and I said, wouldn't it be great if there was a children's book about epiphanies, Tiffany Epiphany? Oh my God, I'm gonna write this book. Like it really just spilled out. I wrote what was the base of the book then, that day.
With the writing completed, Catherine turned to Liza's older sister, Mimi, for help illustrating the book.
It was something that I had really done all my life personally, but it's something that I definitely got a lot more into when Liza started growing up, because she was so into drawing herself. Like if she was drawing, I would just be like, oh, that looks fun, and I would just like draw next to her.
After several years of creating the perfect edition of the book, they chose the route of self-publishing.
I was sitting next to my little brother, Ewan, and it was just really great because he saw the resemblance of Tiffany to Liza. Even he can see that and he's younger. Like that meant so much to me as well as Liza seeing it. Because if everyone can see their own little version of who Tiffany is, then I've done my job.
When the book came, I was actually in bed and we opened it up on the bed and she saw the book and she said, Epiphany, Epiphany, which that's a big word for her. And we've gone through the book and she smiles and I think she recognizes that the character is very much like she is.
Liza not only inspired her family to write a book to help other children with autism, but she also inspires them each day with her intelligence and kind heart.
She inspires me so much. I want to be Liza when I grow up. The way that she sees things and the way that she finds things that I would never be able to find is just such an inspiration to me.
Liza has also been the inspiration for additional book characters.
We realized that for people of color and for kids of color who were also on the spectrum, they also didn't have a lot of books. So we have other characters like Solomon and Isa that will be coming out. So out of this literally one day of me going to a public library trying to find books for my 18-month-old daughter has come this beautiful community of characters. We say they celebrate the gifts, the challenges, and achievements of children on the spectrum.